Well, it looks like cabbage butterfly season has finally arrived. It's Sunday about noon, August the 9th, 2015, and this is Brora, Saskatchewan, the former United Church, looking westward down Saskatchewan 734. It used to be the old highway between Regina and Lumsden. The new number 11 highway is a couple of K down there. This is Glacial Lake Regina, the bed of very heavy soil, very rich, really good farmland. Settlers began arriving here in the early 1880s with the coming of the Canadian Pacific Main Line to Regina, through Regina in 1882. Took a number of years before this was broken, this land. It was so heavy that the implements at the time couldn't handle it. Had to wait till the 1900s for the introduction of heavy traction engines and the braking plow to tackle this land. Looking due east. Number 6 highway is 7K that way, the extension of Albert Street in Regina, Saskatchewan's capital, just over the hill to the right. In fact, that is mighty Mount Regina, right there. 50 years worth of garbage. Looking south. Regina's Industrial Park. That's the Evraz Steel Plant, formerly IPSCO, Interprovincial Pipe. And a few tall buildings. The horizon to the southwest over there is Regina Ridge. There's busy Highway 11 between Regina and Saskatoon. And the Condi Wildlife Reserve, formed by an impoundment of Boggy Creek. The CPR built a weir over there to provide water for their locomotives on their Prince Albert branch that they built for the Capel Long Lake and Saskatchewan Railway in 1890, Regina to Prince Albert. The church was closed early in the 3rd millennium and is being renovated as a private residence. It was built in 1910. It burned in 1916 and everything was destroyed, but the bell tower here, it was rebuilt using mostly the original bricks. It wasn't the first church in the neighborhood. In 1892, Boggy Creek Central Church was built near here. It became Rose Plain Methodist at some point, and then the congregation built this church. In 1914, welcomed the local Presbyterian population and became Brora Federated Church. And in 1925, became the United Church. And they sure are interested in the mud, those little butterflies. Across the road from the church, local traffic only, and you can see why. Looking southward down the rail line that the Canadian Pacific laid through here in 1910 or 11, from Regina up to Craven in the beautiful Capel Valley, and thence to Lanigan up the east side of Last Mountain Lake. Known lately as the Lanigan Subdivision, Regina to Lanigan, 104.4 miles. In 1911, the standard number 5 station was built at mile 9.7. And I think that would have been on the north side of the road here. Oh, it looks like female blackbirds just having a feast. In 1924, the standard number 5 was swapped with a portable from Tregarva, which is another 4 miles north. In 1949, the portable was packed up and relocated to Hatfield out by Maple Creek on the main line. There was an elevator at Brora. It was up by 1911, built by the Will Grant Grain Company, taken over by Saskatchewan Wheat Pool as their number 845 in 1928 and closed by them in 1964. Long gone. On June the 1st, 1912, J.H. Pierce opened the Brora post office, likely in the parlor of his farmhouse, maybe over there, named for a place in Sutherlandshire in Scotland. I think those objects there might have something to do with either the elevator or the station. You can see on Google Earth that the siding was up there. Old J.H. Pierce ran the post office until his death in 1929, whereupon Mrs. Lucy Pierce took over for him. She resigned in 1936, was replaced by C.W.W. Pierce, who closed the office on March 31st, 1937. I don't think there was ever a store here, even much settlement at all at Brora, Saskatchewan.